Hey guys, how's it going? Denonu here. As you guys can see, this is a Blacklight Retribution on the screen here, and I just wanted to give I don't know what you want to call it, like a first impressions video. I know I normally don't do these kind of sort of things, but part of my New Year's resolution is, stepping my game up, bringing a little bit more personality to my channel, because that's the one thing I feel as though I'm lacking. But like I said before, this is Blacklight, and I played a little bit of this game on PC when it first came for the beta for PC a couple years ago, and to me, when I played it on PC, it felt clunky. It felt very clunky. A great solid game. I love how they balance the weapons. I like all the customizable attachments. All that's beautiful. But it's just, it felt clunky. It felt glitchy. And granted, I mean, it's a beta, so I mean, I'm not expecting, a whole lot when I play it. But I guess that's the problem. Is because I have so much fun playing the game, for the most part. It's, I want a full game out of it. I want a campaign out of it. I want to jump into a fully fleshed out multiplayer version of the game, you know what I'm saying? And but so far, as this beta, when it runs good, it is great. It is fun. The weapons are decent, you know what I'm saying? The kill times are decent. Balanced as all hell, for the most part. But the downside to that is when it's bad, it's very bad. I mean, it's very bad. The game will be lagging, it'll be glitching, it'll kick you out of matches, people will be running in place, and you gotta quit out the game on the dashboard, things like that. But I really do hope that I think what Zombie Studios makes this game, I hope that they get whatever funding or whatever they need to get a fully fleshed out version of this game to come out. And because normally when games stay in beta for a very, very long time, that's not a good sign. And I know this has at least been out maybe a year and a half, going on 2 years, if that, maybe longer. I'm not exactly sure when the beta first started on PC. But I mean, I'm hoping that it comes out there very good, because I know when I jumped on this, right, I already knew what the game was because I played it before, right? And I know on PC when I played it, I know I wasn't working at the time, so I was just playing the default kind of sort of gear that you get. And so I was like, okay, I kept seeing it on the PlayStation, on the PlayStation Store, and I was like, let me grab it. So I grabbed it and picked it up, right? And I was like, as soon as I jumped into it, my first match, I was like, okay, I know how I play. Mostly long range, long rifle, scopes, that kind of sort of thing, If they could do sniping right in the video game, I'd probably be sniping, but the sniping that they do on console games, let's say like Call of Duty and things like that, I don't normally like, because that's not sniping. That's quick scoping and all of that bullshit, and I just hate that shit with a passion. So I would normally snipe, but that's, in console games, since they don't do sniping the way it's supposed to be done, I mostly do long range assault rifle. That's my thing. And so as soon as I jumped up and played this, I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying, money ain't really no object to me. So I was like, you know what, let me get the stuff that I need for, to make my, to build my character the way I want to build them right out the gate, right? So I got the gun that I got right here. I'm using the scope that I got. I know I started out with another one, but didn't like the sight on it, or didn't like the reticle on it. Not the sight itself. I love the sight, but I just didn't like the reticle. Because different sights have different reticles. Like the one I'm using now has that little line, that go up from the bottom, whereas the other one I had, it was kind of zoomed in with a little circular reticle, and I just wasn't feeling it after a couple matches, so I tried this one. But I tailored my weapons and my character. I brought upgrades for that too, to fit my playstyle right out the gate. And I'm loving it. I mean, it's just, I don't feel, sometimes I guess I feel like I can be cheating, for the most part, because I kill a lot of people who have just the default gear. But I look at it like this way: it's on them. If you don't want to buy it, you don't want to buy it. That ain't gonna stop me from buying it, because I like to play a certain way. If I had everything unlocked, I would buy the same exact stuff. You know what I'm saying? This is what I would be using. Because this is what I like. This is my playstyle, so I like having it. I'm not gonna play a game. It's like if you had to play a game and in order to get assault rifles, you had to play through SMGs, I wouldn't play the game because that's not what I use. You know, I already know from jump. I know half the time when I play Call of Duty, where some people, when they play a game, they be like, okay, wow, I try the SMGs, I try the assault rifles, I try this. No, when I play a game, I already know what I like. I'm not gonna use submachine guns. I'm not gonna use shotguns. I'm not gonna use sniper rifles right out of the gate because it's just I'm not gonna use them. You know, that's not what I'm into. I only use assault rifles. So I didn't want to go through the grind of leveling up the different guns in order to get, because I'm assuming that's how you unlock stuff in Blacklight. You just keep playing and rank up and you get them. But I didn't want to go through all that. I was like, fuck that. Why should I do that? I mean, granted, if I was broke, I'd probably think differently, but I'm not. So I brought the burst rifle. I forget what it was called, and I didn't like it at first. It kicked way too much. So then I brought this rifle that I have here, and I've been loving that. I know it does like 53 damage. I think from this gameplay here, this is probably about a week old now. I tailored it a little bit more to my playstyle. Like with this scope, I like the scope, but as you guys can see, every time when I aim in, I spray a little, you know, like an awful lot. And at least with this scope, it seems to bounce around a little bit more than what I like. So I toned it down. I brought another sight and have been using that, and shoot, I never went back. But I'm liking it so far. The only downside is I want it to run better. That's it. I can't say like, oh man, I wish this game had this or I wish this game had that. This game is, for the most part, fine. I want this game to be a fully fleshed out game. I want to play more of it, you know. I want to see what the story is. Why they got these two factions fighting each other with pseudo futuristic SWAT armor? You know, it makes no sense. I want to know what's going on. Because for me, story is a big draw with me in a game, and I will play the hell out of it for a story that I like. And in this game, I just want to learn more. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that they do get whatever they need to get things going, because it has it's objective based for the most part. It's fun if you just want to run around and kill people, if that's your thing. You don't necessarily have kill streaks, but you got the little shops that you see me going to right now where I'm trying to get the turrets and stuff. You can buy things like that to put up around the map, so you don't get kill streaks per se, but you get items for you get points per kill, and you can spend those points however you want in the store, and you can set that up. I know in a few other of my gameplays here, I've been getting mech. The mech is pretty badass. You're pretty much a walking tank for the most part. You're not invincible, because I think it only takes like 2 or 3 racks to actually kill you. But as you guys just saw me using there, I got the camo thing on too, because I love to use that when I'm taking objectives in domination. I'll turn on the camo and then go hack the machine so people don't see me hacking it. But I mean, you have a lot of different customization in this game to truly make this game play good. And what I mean by that is, it's not necessarily like Call of Duty where you have a bunch of shit in it. That's just kind of, like you have a lot of shit that you don't need, and a lot of shit that really shouldn't even be in a game, like footstep sounds, amplify, and ghosts, and tons of other perks. Throughout every Call of Duty, they always have some bullshit. Whereas in this, everybody has loud footsteps, so you can hear everybody coming for the most part. There's no perks per se. They got things and utilities you can put on your character to increase certain things, but normally for the most part things are balanced out. Like the camo, I can turn invisible for, let's say, 10 seconds, but I can't shoot nobody, or I can't pull up the visor, the thing that lets me see through walls, because for the most part I can't kill nobody with it up. Now I could quickly turn it off and shoot them, but then the moment I turn it off, he's seeing me and he might get the first shot on me. You know what I'm saying? Unless he just is completely oblivious and gives his back to me, and then I'm going to shoot his ass in the back. But it's like that. Things for the most part are balanced in the game. But I'm just loving the hell out of it so far, and I've just felt like making a commentary. Like I said, trying to get my get a little bit more personality in my channel. So, but thanks for watching. Score is 21-14. And I'll see you guys in the next one.